Hello. Since my childhood, I've always been afraid, feeling things sometimes in dreams and sometimes in real moments. About a year ago, I argued with my family and moved in with my sister. My sister had been married and divorced, and she had 2 daughters. At first, there were no problems living together, but over time, things changed. Sometimes I saw shadows and heard voices. Sometimes, while lying on the couch, I felt something, about 50-60 centimeters with red eyes, staring at me. It would disappear when I turned on the flashlight on my phone. I've never been able to sleep alone since I can remember. There always had to be someone beside me. One day, my nieces went to school, and my sister went to work in the morning. Since I hadn't slept until late at night, I didn't get up from bed to sleep a bit more. But there was no one else in the house, and I was sleeping alone. My sister and nieces had left around 8:30 am. About 30 minutes after they left, I heard a noise. I heard footsteps coming from the children's room. Because I was very sleep deprived, I didn't get up, thinking it might be coming from downstairs. I put my head back on the pillow. A few minutes passed, and I felt like something was watching me in the room. I was lying on the floor, and there was a single armchair right at the foot of my bed. I felt like that thing was looking at me from the chair. A thought crossed my mind, wondering if I could run away if I tried. But the chair was right by the door, so I decided to pretend to be asleep. I stayed still. After about 2 to 3 minutes of standing still, I felt a hand or a touch on my shoulder. It felt so real that my heart started beating rapidly. It felt like my heart was going to burst, or I was having a heart attack. I thought of saying prayers and reading prayers. I recited the prayers several times, but it was in vain. Meanwhile, I kept my eyes closed, pretending to be asleep. I was too scared to open my eyes because I was afraid of what I might see. It was as if that thing was watching to see if I was really asleep. Suddenly, it jumped on me and started smelling my face. I could feel the wind from its breath very clearly. My heart started beating faster and harder. I was so scared that its breath was hitting the sweat drops on my face. I kept praying, begging Allah to protect me and reciting prayers. Then it leaned closer to my neck and kept smelling. My hair was moving with its breath. I felt the weight lift off me with the last prayer I recited. But I still didn't have the courage to open my eyes. Maybe it was pretending. Maybe it was waiting for me to wake up. I don't know. But I didn't open my eyes for a long time. Finally, when the sun lit up the room and I was sure I didn't feel like I was being watched, I slowly opened my eye. I didn't dare to turn around and looked at the wall for 1-2 minutes. When I saw nothing, I slowly turned around, thankfully finding nothing behind me. I quickly grabbed my phone and ran to the door. I left the room and went to the balcony of the apartment, where I waited for a long time. Subscribe to my channel for more interesting stories.